Well, everybody. Let's just say, holy frick. Can you believe it? 8 years. 8 years that we have been doing the Zolzlop series. How has it been 8 years? Yeah, that's right. 8 years ago on January 15th, 2015. Dear God, how do I still remember that? Oh boy, how do I freaking still remember that after 8 years? Rose Crystal, can you please explain? Or not?
Provide a reason for your memory, dude. That's something even I'm figuring out.
Yeah, honestly, I don't understand how I even still remember this anniversary day, to be honest. Especially since it happened randomly. Come back out here. Anyway, guys, welcome back to Zolzlab 3. Couldn't get to ZL2 today because was working on this the whole day. And maybe playing some Switch games. But, oh, and of course, church, church. Because, of course, it was Sunday. Outside of that, holy frick, man. I don't think this anniversary party is as big as ZL2's version, which Rose Crystal already took a look at herself off camera, aren't we, right? Yeah, so she already took a look at that party off camera after I made it. And yeah. But I did promise that Rose Crystal would be a part of at least one of these anniversary parties. And it makes more sense to honestly do it on the actual anniversary day. Seriously, how the heck do I still remember that? Point is, we've done a lot with the Lab series in the last 8 years. And it's crazy to believe, and genuinely, I completely forgot. Why did you even create it?
I don't know. I was just looking for I don't know the exact reason for me creating it. What I do know is that I was just looking for a world to create on the computers, the family computer at the time.
Yeah, which obviously got destroyed in 2015.
But then after that, I just couldn't let it go. I just moved to the different computers. Now we're here.
Well, yeah, the original lab, which was on that family computer, as you know, when that died, so was the world gone too. So that means we had to make Souls Up 2, which later got, it later disappeared 3 years later and then was brought back 7 months later and is still here. As for ZL3 right here, this has gone through a lot more changes than you may think. This is the third version of ZL3, if you're curious. Anyway, Rose Crystal, yeah, this is an important day for you, man. This is something that, genuinely, I still cannot believe I keep remembering every year. I'm used to remembering this anniversary day, but it's more important towards you, even though you do basically nothing here now. I know, that's kind of mean, and I greatly apologize in advance. Point is, if it wasn't for you creating the original, none of this would be here. Right? Yeah, if you never created the original Zolzlab 1 on this day 8 years ago, nothing, Zolzlab 2, Zolzlab 3, and basically every sheep we have gotten to know over the last 8 years would have never been here. So this day is truly important. And what better way to celebrate 8 years with an 8-year anniversary party alongside in ZL3 as well. As usual, I was supposed to do this last year too, but we forgot to update ZL3 at the time. But hey, we're back a year later, I promise. And fun fact, this is exactly 1 year after the ZL2 one was showcased. And fun fact, today is the 1 year anniversary of the Zolzlab 2 power outage, if you recall. You may not know about that, Rose Crystal. That was how we caused the villain takeover a few months later. Oh yeah, you want a better info on that? Go ahead and just watch the playlist from the 7th anniversary episode all the way up until the St. Patrick's Day episode, if you want a better idea of that. Since I don't think you were actually around to do that. But momentarily, we still got a little bit of stuff to showcase, so let's jump into it. I thought I'd just briefly explain. So, guys, as you can see, Zola's Lab 3 is decorated for the 8-year anniversary of the original Zola's Lab. We do have a book right here. Rose Crystal, I will gladly give one of these to you. Let me just give you a copy. Okay, I'll give you this. Now, why is this? This is going to be the first time that both of us read the book. So happy 8th anniversary of Zola's Lab. 8 years ago, on January 15th, 2015, Rose Crystal, aka Girlswag627, remember her old username, created her very own lab and still lives now 8 years later in 2023. Yay, and that's actually great. Of course, January 22nd, this party will conclude since it's only a week, and then on the 29th, we'll have some construction for the future party and the 6th anniversary party of Zola's Lab 3 overall. And then on February 5th, the day before the Zola's Lab 3 anniversary, this party will begin. Here's to an incredible 9th year of the Zola's Lab series / universe, and enjoy this special party before it's gone on January 22nd by Mr. Sheep, which, was he the first sheep that was created?
I think so. Then that was Sheepy.
You're in luck. Everyone's here. Hooray! Yep, everyone is here, which is awesome. Okay, I better hope that Mr. Sheep's actually in there. But, that's besides the point. As usual, this book is already in the library, but guys, take a look for yourselves. We do have an anniversary cake with the 8th anniversary hat. Let's pick it up. And let's put it on. With that being said, are you still wearing the 100 episode hat?
No, I'm not on here a lot, so.
I'm only needing you here sometimes for just stuff like this. But yep, this is the 8th anniversary hat. It looks a little bit different compared to the one in Seal 2. I obviously try to make them different so they don't look exactly the same, of course. Of course, all the colors look exactly the same outside of all the lights. Oh, you're in luck. I make multiple copies of these hats. For archive purposes, of course. And if you watch this video, you'll know how I actually did that. Anyway, now that we got that over with, of course we have the little anniversary giveaway over here. We got a sea lantern. That's a little reference to all the lit up number 8s over there that you may see in the background. And I know a lot of this is still here from Christmas, but it's mainly here for the winter, as I addressed a few episodes back. That's all this ice, of course. What are your thoughts on the beacons?
I like it. I like the colors.
Yeah, I did blue because last year I did like yellow and gold. So this year around I did blue and dark blue because, I mean, why not? I know we are thinking we did blue around like 5 years ago, and yes, I can remember that with reason because first off, I have video footage, and secondly, I have a pretty good memory for some reason. And actually, that's a really good thing, actually. Point is, yeah, that's the little anniversary cake here, if you managed to notice. The number 8 right here, that's the anniversary cake. And that's the only time that this cake has actually been present outside of the Creations world. Which, oh yeah, maybe at the end of the year I'll show you more of it again. Because of course I want to show you it again with a ton more stuff. Not much has happened since you were last there. But maybe later in the year we can have you visit again, but not right now since not much has happened since that tour. Or at least not much has been built. But the point is, what are your thoughts on the Zola's Lab 3 plaque here? It looks beautiful, right? Yeah, everything just looks absolutely beautiful. And ultimately, I love it. As usual, as I just addressed, this party is only 1 week long, ending on the 22nd. And then over here, we have the future party / Zola's Lab 3 6th anniversary from February 5th to the 12th. With that being said, we got a lit up number 8 right there. We have also ZL, that stands for Zola's Lab, and of course the same can apply up here as well. That's pretty sweet. We have a ton of anniversary cakes all over this room. And with that being said, outside of the beacons, we are done. let's go ahead and actually, you know what? Frick it. Let's go to the UFO first. Let's get this out of the way. Oh, and for the sake of the video, I am going to do firework rockets because holy frick, it's going to take a bit of time to get up there. God dang it. Let me just try that again real quick. There we go. Let me just firework rocket stuff all the way up to the UFO. Oh! Oh, dude, we were so close. TP to me. Yeah, I thought I'd just show you the UFO first. Now, why is it looking all Earth Day themed? Simply put, CoolGet33 recommended that I only do events that are returning to ZL3 in 2023, whereas ZL2 was based off of all the new events. I had to make one difference. At least that. Okay? Anyway, that's in April of 2023, which I already previously announced a few episodes back. Nothing in these recycle bins because it's not the actual event yet, but you can look forward to this very room design during that party. And that is genuinely it. There's literally nothing else up here outside of that. So with that being said, and also this is like, yeah, this is still here from the color party a few months back in August. Right before that godforsaken New York trip. Holy frick, that was insane. That was literally right before it, actually. That was actually during it. Sorry, I remembered because I forgot I went up a week early. And no, that's not happening again. No, I don't think that's ever happening again. Anyway, now let's go to the lab office. Now we can actually go inside for real this time. After all this time of you trying to go back inside, we can actually go in now. Well, we got more. Don't worry, we're going to get back to some actual anniversary decorations in about a minute. But first, we have the April Fool's Day party that will release in March/April. That will be March 26th. I know, that's quite early because the last Sunday of March happens to be the 26th, which is literally the day after the Legos Island anniversary. I know, that's insane, man. But take a look at this room. It looks pretty sweet. What do you think?
I like it.
I know, it's a few months away, but hey, this is just sneak peeks to get us hyped for all these events. The returning ones only, at least. You never know, it might actually look like this. Okay, for real this time, I'm actually going to show you some actual anniversary rooms this time. Going up to the flower shop, there we go, now we're back to the anniversary party. Oh my god, I thought that candle was not lit for a second. Seriously, I keep finding candles that just were not lit, but I don't need to worry about that. Either way, this is the anniversary-themed flower shop, and for some reason, Flower Sheep isn't here. Maybe she's downstairs. Actually, maybe all the sheep are downstairs. If I had to guess, yeah, probably. It looks beautiful in here, though. Yeah, not gonna lie, this party took maybe, I want to say maybe 8 to 9 hours or something. Obviously, with multiple breaks in between, of course, to prevent burnout, of course. Burnout is bad if you're all aware. Do not do that. I know I've told you that a few times, but it's actually important. Do not burn yourself out. There's a reason I took multiple breaks. You know the deal, right? Yeah, trust me, I took multiple breaks. So yeah, trust me, there's a reason why this video is actually being filmed a lot later than I thought it would be, because I took multiple breaks. Anyway, now that we got this room over with, next up is the roof. So let's do this. The roof itself. Look at this. This looks beautiful. It's still crazy that this is the only piece of snow we have this year for winter. Yo, look at this. Um, yeah, look at this. This is literally the only piece of snow we have for this entire winter. Up here. I'm not even joking. Everything else is ice. Oh, yeah, up here. The window. Looks pretty nice, right? I know, I did not need to go that insane. It's insane, though. I know I said I said I was going to start toning it down with these anniversary parties and just all these events. But, come on. Why not at least one more time? Just go nuts one more time. I mean, why not, right? Yeah, why not go nuts one more time? I mean, I have to end it off eventually. Anyway, and fun fact, this is the only other event to occur in ZL3 this entire month. But yeah, there's a dance floor with a number 8 on it, which is pretty cool. We got some cakes literally everywhere. That's pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. And that's actually it. I have literally no other reason to still be here. So let's move on to the next room, which is the backyard area. This is, once again, decorated. Take a look at this. Notice each column of cakes has 8 of them.
Yep, because the anniversary.
Yes. Hey, I had to put in a reference somewhere. Hold on. That's 5 cakes up there, and that's 2 right there. God dang it, we were one short. Who cares? At least we got like 4 of them here. Oh yeah, did I ever show you this? Back there? Back there, the castle.
Yeah, you did alright.
Yeah. There's nothing back there, but maybe during the winter luau, in around like 5 weeks or something, or like 6 weeks, I'll probably put something back there, but there's nothing back there. I'll just keep it there for the whole winter. Ultimately, what do you think?
I really do like all these decorations.
I know. I did not need to do this at all. That's just how dedicated I am at this point. I've been doing this nonsense since, like, wait a minute, hold on a second. If we date back correctly, I think one of the first events I ever made ever, just ever in general, I think was like, I think the first ever lab event, actually, so. Oh. Apparently this day is even more important than I intentionally thought. Oh boy. Downstairs now. Yep, now we go downstairs. To the, actual lab rooms. Cool. Okay, so we got another anniversary room. There we go, we got lapis sheet. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna open up the rest of these to literally everyone. And just let them go through. Actually, where? I think everyone's on the balcony, actually. I literally think everyone's on the balcony. Oh, and if we find Sheepy anywhere, that would be awesome, as he was like the first sheep that wasn't a manager. Just a regular sheep. Are you legit about that one?
Yeah, it is. Look at the weather.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, remember the backyard video? Holy frick, man, it was cold outside. It was so freaking cold outside. You have no goddamn clue. Oh, dude, it was like 32 degrees outside. Holy frick, man. That was an insane episode. But yeah. Actually, you know, I should have made this the, Yeah, that was pretty as expected. Now, I actually, you know, I should have made the firework rocket the first item. I might go change that, actually. But, ultimately, you know what? Why not? Here's room for the upcoming Halloween party in around 9 months. Of course, this will probably look completely different. Again, recommendation by CoolCat33 just to make all the rooms returning events designs. Of course, this is just a clear example of what it could probably look like. It's probably going to look completely different in 9 months. But, I thought I'd just mention real quick. What are your thoughts on the library here? Looks pretty cool. Again, this is probably going to look completely different in 9 months. Or it may look exactly the same. I don't know. You never know what I can come up with by October. But ultimately, look out for this party in 9 months. The HQ is decorated. But it is actually back to being just an anniversary room. And very similarly to the backyard, every single cake here has 8 of them, if you had managed to notice within the last few seconds. See, there's 8 cakes here. There are 8 cakes right here as well. That's pretty sweet. There are 8 cakes right here as well. Holy frick. Oh, hold on. I forgot to update the map here. There we go. Yo, look at this, by the way. Did you ever see this map before? Oh, no. This was added, I think, around last year or 2 years ago. I don't recall, but it was probably around like 1 or 2 years ago that this map was added. And it keeps getting updated with more and more planets up there. And no, none of the planets are decorated. I just didn't have enough time to get to them. For the actual Zolazat 3 anniversary, definitely. In fact, we might actually get a new planet for that celebration. And yep, 8 cakes on the table right here as well. Notice. And 8 cakes right here. That's pretty awesome. With that being said, there is really nothing else to be said about this room outside of the fact that, well, we can move on now. And no, HQ Secretary is not down here. You can clearly tell that. Alright, where do we go next? I think since this one is the closest, we can go in here. Of course, this is going to be for Easter, when we do hit Easter. That will be in April of 2023. And yes, I do know when Easter is. It is April 9th. I looked it up on the internet. I'm serious. But, yeah, this looks cool. Every room is actually updated. We have Sheepy's room, which has an egg right here. That's pretty sweet. We have one right here, right below the sign. We have Lapis over here, which has an egg right here. Just to be clear, when this event actually occurs, all of these will be located completely differently. This is just a pure example. Dang, man. Yeah, Operation Zolazat 2023 in this godforsaken madness right here. Holy frick, man. That's going to be insane in a few months. Oh! Speaking of Operation Zolazat 2023... it is confirmed for August 3rd. You won't be back in college right by then, right?
23rd?
Oh, no. I said August 3rd.
No.
Okay, cool. This might just be maybe like a week prior. Or 2 prior. Like a week or 2 prior.
A week and a half, maybe.
Yeah, we don't know exactly when, but I think we're doing it just early enough before you go back. Which is good. We try to do Operation Zolazat when you're off. Because it makes way more sense that way. Also, this CoolCat33 room was added not that long ago. And from what I remember, a previous sheep room used to be here. Outside of that, we have Goldie's, which just has a random egg in it. That's literally it. All of these literally just have an egg in it, and that's literally it. Yep. of course, when, again, this actual event occurs, all of these, again, as I just addressed, will be completely different. They will be located differently, all these eggs. We have Fiesta sheep as well. I'm pretty sure almost everyone's on the balcony. So, yeah. And, Agramine. Oh, the Agramine one's pretty cool. Dude?
Yeah.
There's one more I wanted to show you. It's the, it's this one. Look at that one. That's pretty sweet. And that's it outside of this one right here, but yeah, that's, I think, hold on a second, is that Blossomite? Yeah, that's Blossomite. Okay, we're done here. Okay, now time for your room. Let's see what happened down here. Oh yeah, it's this. Do we still have firework rockets? Yo, we still have firework rockets in here. Nice. That's besides the point. We just have a number 8 right here, and of course the technically now cake generator. So now it's technically still have a firework in it from New Year's. I forgot to remove that. But now it actually makes sense in terms of this party. I don't think you can actually collect them. Oh yeah, there's a reason that light's out. It's because of the Halloween room up there. By the way, you've been seeing a lot more anniversary rooms than future party rooms. Notice that? Did you ever notice?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Next up is the clothes shop. I already showcased the catalog in the last episode. But, yeah, it looks like this. I know. How stupid insane is that? Actually, that looks way better. Anyway, that's besides the point. And, yeah, that's how the clothes shop looks for the 8th anniversary. It looks really awesome. And it's truly something, looks awesome. Not much really needs to genuinely be said about this this clothes shop design. Aside of the fact that I am decorating the clothes shop a lot more than I intentionally thought. That's awesome. Okay, let's move on to the underground party room again. Because, yeah, this looks pretty sweet. Look at this. This looks pretty sweet. Yep, this is the underground party room. I'm pretty sure we're going to find the majority of the sheep on the balcony as I addressed. And I will not be surprised if I'm actually right. In placement of the little sound things are just cakes. It kind of makes sense at this point. And I did again open all these gates as I addressed earlier, so we can just go through them instantly. I still keep them there because when DJ Sheep is ever in here, I need to keep him in here, so that can explain why I still have them. But yeah, outside of that, we have a little number 8 on the floor. That's pretty sweet. I can grace sew myself. This is similar to what I did in ZL2. Anyway, that's besides the point. Let's move on to the next room, which is now another past room. And yeah, down there I still have to update. Dear God, I really do need to update down there. Yeah, down there is still still decorated from August. I really need to change that. Anyway, this is correction, this is the only one to actually be a past room. So this is for the upcoming Operation Zola's Lab 2023 in August 2023, hint hint August 3rd. And this will be on day 5 of the event on August 7th. Note, the event goes for 7 days. And this will be from May 8th, 2019. You can thank Coolcat33 for helping me choose out this room. Now, where it was put was chosen by myself. I put it in Snowland, as that was one of the rooms I remembered the most from that time period. Apart from that, yeah, that's how the room looks. And we'll be seeing it again in Operation Zola's Lab in August, which is awesome. Of course, the room is dark as it was in the original. That would make total sense. What are your thoughts? Yeah, honestly, I don't know either. It's been like almost 4 years since this room was seen. And honestly, this was the one I remembered the most. And yes, I did have footage of this room. Hint, hint, a video on May 9th. Okay, in actual seriousness, yeah, that's basically it for that room. Let's move on to the hallway, and we're actually pretty much almost done, actually. We're actually in the last 3 rooms. Actually, we're in the last 4 rooms of the party. So we have another upcoming room. This is for the Summer Jam in June 2023. This is going to be in the first week of June. A few weeks before Dream Realms. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, the meeting room. Okay, this was never decorated, apparently. But this was thankfully decorated. The TV and game room was thankfully decorated, which is awesome. And ultimately, that is basically it for this room. I genuinely have not really much to say about these rooms, because, genuinely speaking, there's not much to say about these rooms, I'm not gonna lie. Ain't I right? Yeah, but the balcony is the final room, and I'm pretty sure that's where we're gonna find all the sheep. And celebrating true reality. What are your thoughts on all these rooms as we speak?
I really like them all.
Well, we saved probably the best for last. Follow me to the balcony, assuming we can actually get up there. I think you're gonna have to go in between the lanterns. And there's everybody! Hey, even Sheepy, the first ever sheep outside of the managers. I'll repeat, everybody, we have officially found the first ever sheep in Zola's Lab history that wasn't a manager. We found him. That's awesome. See, there's everybody. And see, even DJ Sheep is here. Akrameen, Sheepy, Goldie, Blossom, and Sparkles. Everyone's basically here except for Mr. Sheep and Flower Sheep and all of them. Okay, everyone's just apparently gone for some reason. At least we got, hold on, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people here. That's awesome. In what perfect way? They're all having fun in this water party room design that will be seen in July 2023. This says 5 years because this July will be 5 years since the first ever water party. And yes, I know that because of video footage. You're welcome. To wrap up this entire party, as you can see, this is what the room looks like. What are your thoughts? I'm also saying that to you.
It's definitely flooded.
Well, that's kind of on purpose. Oh, and one last thing. You may have not noticed, but when we were going up here, this was updated to ice. Now, why didn't I do this during the Christmas party? I didn't think of it that at the time. Yeah, I didn't think of doing this at the time, so that can explain. And, well, that's it. That's the entire party. I know, it may be a little weaker compared to ZL2, but does anyone matter? Does it even matter? I don't think so. Unless you think so. Either way, guys, happy 8th anniversary to the Zola's Lab series. It's crazy to believe we've been doing this stuff for 8 years, with almost every second of it captured on video. It's just insane to think about that all of this started just because Rose Crystal created the first ever lab. All of this would never have been a reality if it wasn't for that. Rose Crystal could... Oh, you're already here. I thought you were still over there. You mind turning around for a sec? Okay, let's just say Seriously, if it wasn't for you, none of this would be here. And I know I said it earlier, but it's truly a true statement. One last thing. You mind coming over here? In person real quick. It won't take long. Well, we do have Rose Crystal here actually in person now. So, genuinely speaking, how do we feel about this for the past 8 years of this random nonsense that we've just randomly come up with?
I genuinely don't believe it's random nonsense, considering, well, I guess in a way it is random because I just created the world out of boredom one day because I genuinely wanted to get into Minecraft. Cause
Well, on like PC, I think. I think we played Pocket Edition beforehand, I think.
yeah, because back then, yeah, we had access to Pocket Edition, and then we thought, is it on PC as well, so we could all play on computers, and it is. So
Yeah, we found out, I think we found that out around, I think like the end of 2014, I think.
everybody was like into Minecraft, and that's we wanted to join it as well. I mean, to say we were heavily inspired by a certain YouTuber would be an understatement. I think people might know him. He's what is his name? No, I swear I know the name. Think Noodles. Yeah.
And fun fact, he still uploads to this very day. But with completely different content now.
Yeah, we were heavily inspired by that. That's what came this whole lab thing to begin with, because that's we binged his videos like a religious thing. I'm not even kidding.
Ah,
We
man.
were so addicted to his videos to the point where we actually created labs of our own.
But mainly, it was mainly you in this
Yeah.
case. In this particular case.
In this particular case, yes, I was heavily inspired, but at the same time, I created my own lab, and I created 3 of them.
Yeah, with only one of them no longer being in existence because the computer it was on unfortunately stopped working. But we do have pieces of ZL1 via the old memories room in ZL3 actually. Which, fun fact, I'll just show you right now. You don't actually have to go back and do this. I'll just show you right here. If you recall, we do actually have one instance of the original lab. And fun fact, we were almost actually going to recreate the actual lab in this world, actually, if you recall. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we couldn't find the stronghold. Obviously, nothing will beat the original stronghold that we found it in, which, fun fact, is where we found ZL1. A stronghold. How long did it take you guys to know that?
We had to literally recreate the stronghold to look like that.
And ultimately, it was worth it. I'll go into survival mode for a second because I don't feel like breaking the boredom. And well, yeah, you can tell. This was created 8 years ago. This very lab building was 8 years ago, honestly. Did you do this?
Yeah,
Oh, did you create the building?
not this particular building, but the first one, yes.
Oh, no. I'm talking about just this building design, like right here.
Then yes, I did that.
Oh, of course. Of course, the actual lab doesn't exist here, because of course, you can guess. Unfortunately, it's not possible. But it doesn't matter. We even did it in the creations world as well, actually. One last thing I thought I'd just mention. If we go to the creations world real quick, I thought I'd just bring it up one last time, even though you were all familiar with this. And Rose Crystal, you should be the same. We even made an anniversary cake here, by the way, in dedication of this anniversary, back on January 9th. And, well, as you can see, this is a better explanation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it showcases all the labs throughout the years, including the original. Right here. Take a look at this. See? The original. Of course, because this was a flat world, you can clearly take a guess. And I know, you can fly back up and stuff, but I'm not doing that right now. Because also, I have my treehouse. Anyway, that's besides the point. The lab's history was insane. And genuinely speaking, it's crazy to believe that this right here was all created on this day 8 years back. And it truly started one of the coolest things we ever did. It took up until 2016 to finally record videos for this lab. just the lab series in general. It's crazy to believe how much the lab has truly changed ever since day one. And I don't think any of us regret it, do we?
No.
This is truly something that we both put a lot of time into it. Mainly myself, but you started the thing. We both put a lot of effort into these worlds back in the day, and somehow we ended up with 3 of them in the span of 2 years, which is insane. Technically 3 if you count the actual ZL3 that we have now. Like here's just an evolution of the lab offices, at least. I know, it's just crazy because this was the original Zolas Lab 2 design, right after the first one just died, if you recall. And genuinely speaking, holy frick, man, we truly did a lot in the last few years. You can truly see the lab has truly changed. For the better? Is it just for the better?
I think it is for the better.
That we truly changed up the lab every year, so it wasn't always looking exactly the same. It was nice that we changed it up every once in a while. I don't know why that's highlighted. I'll probably just have to redo the sign. But the point is, the lab truly has changed in the last 8 years. And I'm really proud of it. I think both of us at one point, made one of these designs. Together at once, right? Probably. But the point remains, and here's the original ZL3 if you're curious. Which, that world obviously no longer exists, because, it got corrupted. Remember when ZL2 was originally corrupted? Yeah, the same thing happened. And then here's the rebooted version after the 2017 corruption. Yeah, it's insane how much this went through. And, well, it's basically exactly the same. There are just a few minor differences, just the flower shop and stuff. And ultimately, right here, the ice-themed version of ZL3, which, if it wasn't for you choosing the snowy biome, this office would not have existed. Ain't we right with that one? I think you chose, like, the snowy tundra, and then we made an office design, like, based off of this. And, yeah, if it wasn't for you choosing that, this lab office would not have existed. So, that's one thing we needed from you. Apart from that, we only got, like, 2 left. But I just mentioned that real quick. I, of course, visit these, every once in a while, if I ever want to be reminded of the evolution of the lab. And here is the almost present-day ZL3. Here's the almost present-day one. That's insane, right? It's crazy to believe how much changed in the matter of, like, 3 months. I know, look at this. Look how much changed compared to the one we have today. And see, even the lab, the roof elevator wasn't even implemented. And, well, here's the present-day one, because we have not had a new lab design since. Here's present day. In ZL3 in present day. It's just insane. Yep, here's present day ZL3. Okay, I forgot to update that, but this was before that. I should probably change that. And ultimately, yeah. Of course, we cannot forget about the classic underground party room. This place is beautiful. This place still exists today. Stuff like the haunted mine and all of that. Skyscraper, all of that was super cool. The Christmas workshop. Just all of these great places that we did over the last 8 years. Notice how far we've come. And how do you feel about that? Just notice all of this was done in the span of 8 years. Now, all of this being created in the Creation World, this was done over the last 4 years. But all of this happening in real time took place over the last 8 years. And how do you feel after all of this?
Just happy that I could be a part of that.
Just, this is a true evolution. Of course, this is all in random order, of course. If it wasn't already pretty obvious. And here's the original Zolas Lab 3. Do you remember that? We used to film like I think it was season 5 on here, right? At one point. This was just a month before Corruption that we finished it. And there's Mr. Sheep! Hey, we found him. We found him at least somewhere. He was the first... Wait a minute. Was he the first ever sheep? I think ever, outside of sheeping. Okay, so yeah, he's the oldest sheep. Here. Outside of Sheepy, of course. That was for 6 years of Zola's Lab 2, and this is just the lab basement and stuff. The Fire Dojo, that was pretty sweet. Of course, I still have many things to create here. We even have Santa Sheep's sleigh, like both versions. Notice that? We have both versions. And then Zola's Lab 3, the future... Dude, we need to find your old PC. I think the future world's actually still on there. We need to find that and transfer that. I want to see that world again. And then here's all the Christmas trees. Dang, look at all the Christmas trees we did over the last 8 years. Dang, we went nuts. And that's it, because I haven't made anything else from this point forward. And there you go. That's just an evolution. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Zola's Lab 3. Anything else you want to say before we end off?
Nope, I got nothing more to say. I'm just very, very tired.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys. So am I. I have been up for way too freaking long. AKA, I want to say, 14 hours? I know, that's nuts. Let me guess. You, 15 hours? Okay, so like 7 a.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would expect. Point is, I'll see you all in the next episode of Zola's Lab 3 on January 22nd, where this entire anniversary party will be gone. I'm just gonna fly back over here. And, yeah. But I'll probably bring you back on here probably later this year when more stuff is created, since not much has really been created over the last few months. There would be almost nothing to show you. Until then, I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, you can also go close the world now if you want. Because we're done. See you next time. Oh, by the way, we will get back to Season 8 too as well. And we do have a reason, actually. As to why we can actually do that. You mind explaining that?
I don't remember the reason. I just...
You're off for longer than they think.
Yeah, that's right. I took the whole spring semester off. I should have a lot of time now. Actually, no, I'm getting a part-time job.
Yeah, but apart from that, we should be able to finish it, eventually.
We should.
But yeah, I thought I'd just mention that. Alright, I'm done here. You can go close the world now if you want.